Hi, I'm Kyle.
And I'm Trevor, and welcome to Catching Up on Cinema. If you're not familiar, Catching Up on Cinema is a podcast wherein Kyle and I take turns introducing movies to one another, usually with one of us being very familiar with the film in question and the other person seeing it for the first time ever. We like to do something here called Catching Up on Blu-Ray. This is a monthly program wherein Kyle and I take a look at the calendar's physical media releases and just voice our opinions on what's to come for the calendar month. So this would be the month of June 2019. We're a little late getting this one out there, but I saw a couple of things just browsing through the June releases that really jumped out at me. So right from the get-go, on June 1st, we have a film that you have been telling me about pretty much as long as I've known you.
Correct.
What would that be, Kyle?
Viy Spirit of Evil, 1967 Soviet Russia. It's a horror film about a priest who has to spend 3 nights with a witch. It's an interesting film just because of the time in which it was shot. I feel like, from what I understand, that Russia was behind. Okay, Russia was definitely behind in cinema at this time, I would say, as opposed to the American film industry. This is a weird little film. It's kind of neat, and I really can't wait to get this on Blu-ray. But I'm having the same trouble you are, trying to get it on, trying to find a place to buy it because it's not available just yet.
Yeah. So you'd been telling me about this movie pretty much as long as I'd known you. However, at the time, you hadn't even seen it. You just knew about it and saw like a trailer for it and thought it looked really fascinating. And part of the reason why it looked fascinating to you is that you were drawing a lot of parallels to the works of like Sam Raimi,
correct?
Evil Dead in particular, and I was so fascinated in like hearing your opinion of it because it just sounded like such an interesting film that I found a bootleg on eBay and I got it to you on DVD.
Yeah.
And here we are, June 2019, and somebody, a publishing house I am not familiar with, Severin Films, apparently is putting this out on Blu-ray. The cover's quite handsome. However, like you said, I can't find the damn thing.
No.
It was supposed to have come out 2 weeks ago, and I tried to go to Severin Films' website, and it does not load. They put out a trailer on YouTube around the time it was supposed to be released. So I'm guessing they do, in fact, have the rights to the film, but for the life of me, I don't know how to get money to these people. It's a shut up and take my money kind of situation where it's like, right? I am ready to pay you for this product, but where is it? So for now, I guess we don't know how to get it, but it's supposed to have come out 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's an odd film, and yes, I have my bootleg copy, and I've been waiting for this to come out on Blu-ray, and I'm hoping there's some stuff about it, some special features, because I'm curious.
Yeah, it would be nice if they had some like making of supplements or something, but like I said, it's a very small publisher as far as I know. It's one that I'm not familiar with, so if it's a bare bones release, I won't be surprised. But that came out on June 1st, which was a Saturday, and if you're not familiar, traditionally DVD and Blu-ray releases occur on Tuesdays. So the first proper release date of June would be June 4th. It looks like we have a shit ton of older movies coming out on 4K. So these would be re-releases. So that would be the first 4 Batman films, the 3 Toy Story movies, likely to promote Toy Story 4. We got some Wallace and Gromit stuff. I think that Nick Parks was the guy who directed all those films. The Natural, the Robert Redford baseball film on 4K.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
The movie. On Blu-ray. I know that came out a little while ago, so this must be like a second printing or something. Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That could be a lot of fun. I know there's a pretty solid comic that they wrote about that, so I'm guessing that's the source for the story. Arrow is putting out a re-release of the Andromeda strain.
Right.
It's good times.
The Man Who Laughs.
1928, remastered in 4K by publisher Flicker Alley. I am not familiar. But this image, the cover art you see here is classic stuff.
It's supposed to be a very unsettling silent horror film, from what I understand. I've never seen it. I've read a little bit about it, and it's got my curiosity. I don't know if I'll buy this on 4K. I might check out a Blu-ray release. I don't know if
I think it is Blu-ray. Yeah, it says resolution 1080p, so it's that's just marketing buzzwords.
The Man Who Killed Don Quixote.
Oh wow!
Look at
that.
Well, we've got some stuff coming up about that here. Now it's going to be it's going to be in a couple of months, because I think next month we're doing some documentaries next month, unless we were going to do Terry Gilliam. I'm not really too sure just yet.
Up in the air at this moment, but both of us we want to get to Terry Gilliam, and this was actually one of the movies that we were both curious about. I think you already watched it.
I did. It's definitely a Terry Gilliam movie.
Okay, well, I'm excited to see it. I'm not sure if that's the first time it's out on Blu-ray, but
probably not.
It's just kind of funny that it's coming out now, being as we were only talking about a little while ago. A Star Is Born Encore edition. So we're doing a double dip on that. Okay, sure.
I'm not going to watch it.
I'll probably watch it at some point. I'm not excited about, but
I'm fine.
Yeah, whatever.
Once you remade a movie 3 times, like it's the third iteration of this film, I'm like, no, I'm fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Ben-Hur. I mean, they're like God knows how many versions of Ben-Hur. Like
I still haven't.
The Charlton Heston one was absolutely not the first.
I still haven't seen that but I would watch that Ben-Hur. I still want to, but god damn it, do I not have 3.5 hours to spend watching a movie?
Yeah, I wouldn't watch the new one with Morgan Freeman
absolutely
and
not.
Toby Kebbell, who I've said before, like he's a bad sign. Toby, I like you, but
shit, Will Smith's a bad sign to have in a movie.
Nowadays, it's getting kind of weird. Yeah,
I was walking back. I'm like, he's had an incredible career of 5 good movies. Seriously,
he has had an incredible career. Like I remember reading a really detailed article that somebody was going on and on about how his early career was like perhaps the best managed career up to that point in his film history.
Yeah.
It's just like hit after hit after hit. And it's like,
Then he did Ali, Pursuit of Happiness. Those are both great movies with him. From what I've heard, I haven't seen either one, but I know that they're critically acclaimed. And then after that, it just goes...
Yeah, kind of. But his initial run was pretty impressive. And like you said, he did follow it up with like critically acclaimed stuff, where he became an actor.
Actor.
Yeah.
I just rewatched Enemy of the State. It's awesome. I still love it.
Oh, no, I adore that movie. I saw it in the theater when I was probably a little too young to get what was happening, but I bought into the energy of it. Like it's a well-shot, well-edited movie.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Excess Baggage. Are you familiar with this?
No,
that's Benicio, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say Benicio and Clueless.
Alicia
Silverstone. That's what it looks like. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know this, but holy shit, it's making me feel old seeing that I Love the 90s tag in the top corner.
There's some more I Love the 90s tags. We got Jury Duty with Pauly Shore. Probably the only Pauly Shore movie I have not seen. I've seen all of his movies. This is the only one I haven't seen. It just never really appealed to me. I just never got around to it. I'll watch it eventually, but not anytime soon. Lost in Space, Netflix series. I've heard that's absolute garbage. The Kid, is that? I don't know anybody on there.
Let's pull it up here. We got... Oh, that is Ethan Hawke. Man, he's been doing a lot of westerns. Dane DeHaan, who plays a good asshole. Chris Pratt's in here? Vincent D'Onofrio?
You got me at Vincent D'Onofrio.
Adam Baldwin?
Oh, what?
And Keith Jardine?
I don't know what this is.
As in the UFC Keith Jardine?
Oh, okay. Never mind.
But Ethan Hawke, Chris Pratt, and Vincent D'Onofrio, they were all in Magnificent Seven together. Also a Western. So I'm kind of curious. What is this? They must have gotten along, I hope. But yeah, that's apparently a new release. Beside that, we have Double Team.
Yeah.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Dennis Rodman.
And Dennis Rodman. This movie... This movie, I think, is best remembered for the workout routine that Jean-Claude Van Damme employs in it.
Is that the hump in the tub?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's hump in the tub.
Do you notice the little sticker? I love the little sticker on there. The comedy, action, remember you go to the video store and it had that little sticker on there? It's like horror, science fiction, drama, comedy. Yeah. It's got it on the boxes.
Yeah, and I also like the Be Kind Rewind sticker on there.
Oh,
nice.
This
is clever marketing.
Very clever marketing.
It is sad that it is actually coming in a Blu-ray case, though, or a DVD case, so it's not actually a VHS. It's just made up to look like one. We have the Jack Ryan Amazon series, apparently season 1 being printed on Blu-ray. Could not give two shits.
Could not care less.
Venture Brothers season 7. I've heard I would really like that. I've never really seen it, though.
No idea what it is.
We have another 1928 film, The Last Warning.
Cover
also, it's same publisher, Flicker Alley.
So I like the cover. Probably not a movie I'd want to watch. Mr. Baseball. I pretty much, if Tom Selleck's in a movie, he's in the Fast and Furious camp. If I see Tom Selleck in a movie, that's a hard pass.
Oh man, Mr. Baseball is great.
Nah, he doesn't do anything for me. Shredder. Shredder's awesome cover. It's got an awesome cover there. Probably a terrible movie. Looks like a snowboarding horror movie.
That's exactly what it is, from 2001.
Nice.
That is a cool cover. I will give them that. We have a Criterion release here.
Yeah.
Film trilogy by Ingmar Bergman.
What are the three?
Includes Through a Glass Darkly, Winter Light, and The Silence.
I haven't seen any of those.
I don't know that I've seen an Ingmar Bergman film, but the name carries a lot of weight. I'll put it that way. Opportunity Knocks? What is that?
I don't know. It looks stupid.
Dana Carvey?
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh, no. Yeah. That's another one of those I love the 90s movies. Yeah. They're pushing it really hard. God damn, I'm old. Oh, hey, Brain Scan. It's a double pack. Mind Warp and Brain Scan.
I watched that. Dude, it is not good.
No, there's a certain podcast that you introduced me to that they did an episode on Brain Scan, and you enjoyed it so much and shared it with me that just like VIY or V or however it's pronounced, I ended up buying you a copy of Brain Scan.
What it cost? $2.99 for that?
I don't want to disclose how much money I spent on Brain Scan, but the point is, I was like, Kyle needs to actually see this movie, so like he can experience the jokes in their entirety. Bunch of re-releases. Oh, I kind of like this cover for Arabesque. Gregory Peck and Sophia Loren. Yeah. Ultra Mod, Ultra Mad, Ultra Mystery. I dig it. 1966. The Haunting of Sharon Tate, starring Hilary Duff.
Oh my God.
Whoa. 2019.
Either one of those things would have not, like, the title or the person starring in it was enough for me not to watch it. But you put them together, that's a hard pass for me.
Yeah. Oh man, there are 3 Johnny English movies? I didn't know that.
Mr.
I knew
Bean.
there were 2. I knew there were 2, but
it's just Mr. Bean Talks. There's Mr. Bean, and then there's Mr. Bean Talks, and that's Johnny English.
Kind of. I don't have a problem with that. I like Mr. Bean. Children of the Corn.
Never seen that one.
I think it was. I want to say it was a TV movie, technically.
I'm not a Stephen King fan. I'm like, I've read The Shining and I've read Misery. I'm not a big fan of his books. I'm not a big fan of his film adaptations. Actually, the one film adaptation I like of his, he dislikes. So it's The Shining. He doesn't like The Shining. He didn't like Kubrick's Shining. You're a fucking idiot, Steven. It's an awesome movie.
Steven.
He's a better filmmaker than you are a writer. Fact.
Yeah, that's hard to debate.
You want to go? You want to go? You want to go on the Kubrick?
I don't know. Stephen King's got that reach, man. Apparently, he's a big old lumberjack, man. I
really want to dig into some old Kubrick, because older Kubrick is completely different. Like the movie Spartacus, if you compare Spartacus to like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, it's an entirely different movie. Not One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. That wasn't him. I'm thinking Clockwork Orange. Sorry,
There you go.
Clockwork Orange. It's an entirely different style of filmmaking and storytelling. Shaft. I'm not acknowledging Medea.
Well, they're making a new one, so
Yeah,
I think
I was
it
gonna
just
say,
came out.
it's just coming.
They're just
out.
trying to promote the new one.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get at. It's like they're just
Is that
promoting it.
Winona?
Winona. Yeah, American. This is one of those movie titles that you just don't want to watch the movie. How to Make an American Quilt. You're like, that's
Oof.
Steel Magnolias, Fried Green Tomatoes, How to Make an American Quilt,
Little Women.
Little Women, Wuthering Heights, Angela's Ashes.
I mean,
All
like,
movies I've
yeah.
had to watch with my stepmom and my dad.
I think those are good stepmom movies. It's like-
My
it seems like a subgenre of film or something.
Mom movies, yeah.
Yeah. What is
Not
this?
really
J.T. Leroy?
Eh.
Trying to figure out what's going on in this cover. Laura
Laura Dern.
Laura Dern. I like her.
I like Laura
Kristen
Dern.
Stewart, indifferent towards. Jim Sturgis. I think I hate him. I'm not sure.
Jim Sturgis. Oh God, I know that. Who is that? Jim Sturgis.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't like him.
What's he
He's
in?
The he's in Geostorm.
Oh,
Across the Universe.
Across the
movie or
Universe
whatever.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they really wanted him to like be a thing, but
He
he's just
did
like
not work.
he's just like a dumpy British guy with the same haircut in every movie.
I get him mixed up with the guy from Inglourious Bastards and Rush. I think he's a German actor. He's in the Cloverfield Paradox.
Oh,
The German soldier from Inglourious Bastards that keeps bothering the French girl. The sniper
Oh.
guy. I can't think of his name.
oh,
I get him.
I can't remember. Yeah.
Get him mixed up with the other guy. Anyway, sorry. Bunch of crap and shit.
Bunch of re-releases of stuff that's just
Yeah.
not really worth going into. The Cleaning Lady
Looks kind of creepy. Looks
Yeah,
kind of creepy.
It's a decent cover.
I need a good
what
horror
else?
movie to watch tonight. I finally did watch that Kill List. I don't know how I feel about it just yet.
Yeah, you'll have to get me your opinion on it because I was kind of curious. But I'm seeing a lot of girl blood sport movies that have the Diablo font with the cross through the O. I don't know what those are. But I'm sure there's some form of softcore porn. Somebody's into that.
Yeah.
A Simple Wish, Mara Wilson, and Martin Short. I remember seeing this when I was young.
I never watched that one.
Martin Short's a delight.
Oh yeah,
Even in bad movies, he's fun.
I was gonna say he's usually the most enjoyable part if he's in
Yeah.
the movie. I can't stand that Three Amigos movie.
I don't think I've seen it.
Oh
but
my god, it's so bad.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're not a big Steve Martin fan. I actually
No.
do like him. But yeah, that one, even as a kid, I was like, I don't know.
Chevy Chase too. Like I liked Chevy Chase when I was a kid, but like his movies just do not hold up. Martin Short is still fun. If you go back and watch movies with him, the one where he's a bank robber, Pure Luck, he's still funny in that. Yeah, he's funny. He's actually funny.
Okay, so oh shit, I completely forgot there was a 12 Monkeys TV series.
Yeah, right.
But apparently the first season is coming out on Blu-ray on the 4th. So let's jump ahead in the following week, June 11th. The big release was Captain Marvel, obviously. The Brie Larson Captain Marvel. Which, have you seen it?
No, I don't care about Avengers. I don't care about Marvel anymore. It's
That's
over
right.
for me. I don't.
Yeah. And Endgame was the end for you?
That was it. I'm not gonna watch any more on my own volition.
All right. I'll definitely end up watching this. I haven't yet, but yeah, I've heard it's an example of Marvel good, where it's just like it's just good enough to be considered good, but honestly, it's like it's not amazing. It's just passable.
Probably a movie theater movie, if I had to guess.
Maybe. I don't know. The marketing for it was not very strong, if you ask me, anyway.
Well, they were releasing it. They're like, oh shit, we have to release this real quick before Endgame. So they did it like a week before Endgame, I believe.
Yeah, it
was
felt
longer
a little,
than that, but it was really, really close together.
Well, it was more just like, you're supposed to hype people up with your trailers. Like, you're supposed to give them incentive to want to go see it. And I was like, so I'm supposed to want to go see. I'm supposed to want to go see this because there might be jets in it, and she punches an old lady.
Yeah,
it's like that's not enough. You need to give me more. And I don't know what the concept was behind the marketing, but they need to hire a different trailer house going forward.
You pleasantly surprised me with Thor Ragnarok. I love those Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Other than that, I could give a shit less about Iron Man, Captain America, any of that. So, we're gonna add somebody new onto the end. I'm like, absolutely not. No, Ant-Man, are you out of your fucking mind?
No, you're not.
You're not adding more. You're not adding stuff at the end. It's like adding an extra villain. You're trying to do too much. Fast and the Furious 8 movie collection. Holy shit.
See, that would be an example of a marketing department doing their fucking job, because that Hobbs and Shaw movie, I know you've seen the trailer, looks like the single most amazing movie ever committed to film. That is
There's
fucking
still
marketing.
Leprechaun movies. My goodness.
Leprechaun Returns. Did they get him?
No, you're not getting him.
No, I don't see Warwick Davis.
No, you're not getting Warwick anymore. Not for that.
No. I know there was plans to have Hornswoggle from wrestling be a new Leprechaun. Maybe it actually happened. I can't remember. But yeah, I guess they're not getting Warwick anymore.
Absolutely not. He's not doing that.
We have re-release of, or maybe it's a first release of The Entity from 1982. Looks kind of cool.
Like girl with the bird? Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Barbara Hershey, Ron Silver. I like me some Ron Silver. He was the bad guy in Time Cop.
No.
He's great. He plays a good dick. So moving on, we got Frankenstein Created Woman.
Yeah.
That's a Hammer film. I feel like every month we get Hammer films re-released.
Yeah.
Peter Cushing as Dr. Frankenstein. This one I've heard is kind of kitschy fun. Or there's like a body swap at some point where a dude gets put in a Frankenstein monster's lady's body. So there's some weird shit going on. I need to do more like watching of Hammer films, because I've heard they're crazy and fun. I've only seen a few. We got a Criterion release of Swing Time, Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. Probably not a movie for me, but
nope.
There are a lot of folks out there that are really into these old-timey 1930s movies. Complete Adventures of Johnny Quest, the original series, not the 90s one that I grew up with. Captive State. Kyle, do you remember hearing anything about this?
No, it looks stupid.
It's like apparently an alien invasion movie where the alien invasion already happened, and it had that like somewhat enigmatic editing style in the trailers where it was kind of Cloverfield-esque. But Vera Farmiga and John Goodman are in it, I know for sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it had that Cloverfield vibe to it. It's not a Cloverfield movie as far as I know, but I just remember catching a couple trailers for it, so I was curious if you knew anything about it.
No, I might check it out though. Captive State, and this already came out.
Yeah.
All right.
It should have been the 11th, so yeah, it's out.
I'll see if it's available for streaming. I might check that out. You got me with John Goodman, so.
Huh. What is Jeffrey? Is that Patrick Stewart? It's Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
And Steven Weber, nobody's
Sigourney
favorite.
Weaver.
What is this?
I'm guessing something gay. It looks.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it looks like a movie about a gay man.
No, it is. Like
it
I'm
is
looking
okay.
At the description of it, and it totally is.
Okay.
I like Patrick Stewart.
It's not an
and
AIDS
Steven
movie,
Weber
is
was
it?
definitely a thing. I think it actually does touch on that, so
God
it might
damn
be.
it. Thomas was right. He's like, it's so hard to find a movie targeted to a gay male audience that isn't about AIDS.
Yeah, no, I do remember hearing that, and I think that was part of why that Call Me By Your Name movie worked for him.
Yeah, he said it was really good.
Like,
I still haven't watched it.
It didn't draw attention to anything. It was just like a straight-up romance movie that happened to be gay.
Moonlight just slips right in there because it's a really good film, but there's violence involved, of course, and a lot of gay slurs, but no AIDS, which is good.
Beside that, we have They Might Be Giants from 1971. That is a title that I associate with the band rather than any movies. Can't Stop the Music.
George C. Scott, isn't that Patton?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is Patton. It's Adventures of Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson in modern-day New York City.
Yeah, that sounds pretty stupid. 5 feet.
It sounds like they put an interesting spin on it, though, so it might be fun.
Got the who's in this 5 feet apart? It doesn't look good, but I can't tell who are these people.
Cole Sprouse, Parminder Nagra. I'm guessing these are just really hot young people.
Faces. These are just faces.
Man, there's like an entire subgenre devoted to sick teenager movies now. Like ever since The Fault in Our Stars became a thing.
I was gonna say A Walk to Remember.
Yeah.
What else we got?
I think this is the movie where it's like two young teenagers develop a romance, but they can't be physically close to each other.
Well, we have a whole chick getting sick genre. That one with Keanu and Charlize Theron. I can't remember what it is. You know what I'm talking about. We have A Walk to Remember. We've got I just had it. I had what Love and Other Drugs, which I kind of like. I kind of like that movie. I'm an Anne Hathaway fan. She's pretty nice.
There was that I think it's called Rachel Getting Married movie. Do you know this one?
No.
Oh, she's in it. I think she's the lead in it, but it's heavy, but it's kind of a cool movie. Like I think I was like sick or something, and it was on TV, and I just watched it on a whim, and I was very surprised with how good it was, because it's totally outside my wheelhouse. Like it's not the kind of movie I'd normally watch, but she was good in it, and it was a good movie.
Warriors Final Stab 2001. That looks like something I might watch, but I'll check out the trailer later, see if that's something I want to do. Devil's Kiss. I love this cover art for Devil's Kiss, but I have no idea what this is.
At 1976, La Perversa Caricia de Satan. So that is, I mean, I'm sorry, it's from the 70s and it has crazy colors. I have to assume it's Italian.
Giallo.
Yeah.
Giallo.
A film by Jordi Gigo or Gigio. I have to assume this is Italian.
I think it is. I think I've got it written down. I can't check my list right now, but I think this might be on my list of Giallo films.
Oh. Beside that, we have T-34, which a couple of websites I frequent have been hyping up quite a bit. This is about World War II from the Russian perspective, so I'd imagine it's quite brutal. Because what little I know about Russian cinema is they get pretty explicit with stuff. And the title of it is, of course, a model of tank, so I'd imagine there's going to be tank action. But yeah, I've been getting some hints that this might be a big deal. Stockard Channing, The Girl Most Likely to... ... Michael Caine in Kidnapped, 1971. That is quite the cover.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's a lot going on that cover.
It's like a tapestry. Jesus.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's kind of pimp. I like it.
We have some what looks like hardcore porn from the 70s. My Nights with Susan, Sandra, Olga, and Julie.
Yeah.
The
Very
Exotic
likely.
Foreplay. That's where they used to screen porno in the theater, like something that Robert De Niro or Travis Bickle would take Sybil Shepherd to.
Well, I mean, it was one of the first episodes of Catching on Blu-ray that you and I did. I think had a release, a Blu-ray release for Deep Throat.
Deep Throat.
So,
I feel like that's one I would want to watch. And
so apparently there's a market for this stuff.
I get it. The Slaughter of the Innocents, great name, looks really not good.
Oh, that is an awful cover. Yeah,
it's terrible. Pursuit, I like the cover for Pursuit. I don't know what's going on there. Can you read me the description, please?
Sure. TV, 1972. A political extremist plans to spread stolen nerve gas in a city where political convention is being held. Government agents are sent to catch him. Want to say this is probably not great.
No.
But Martin Sheen's in it, And it's directed by Michael Crichton. What the hell?
What? What?
He was a thing in the 70s, but I didn't know he directed films.
I did not know that.
Wow. That's an interesting detail.
I might look into this, actually, just to see what's up. 1972, Michael Crichton.
We have The Mustang, which apparently is a first-time release. The story of Roman Coleman, a violent convict who is given the chance to participate in a rehabilitation therapy program involving the training of wild mustangs. That sounds boring as dirt.
Yep, you lost me.
I Am the Knight, as opposed to We Are the Knight.
Chris
as
Pine,
opposed,
that's a
as
hard
opposed
pass.
to The Night Comes for Us. It's
Is that
TNT.
a TNT movie? Yeah, that's
Whoa.
that's a hard pass.
Chris Pine did TNT movies?
He's just nice to look at. Like, I don't really know what he contributes as an
That
actor.
Warrior King movie, I swear, the only reason it exists is because his dick is on camera for a few seconds in it. And a lot of people want to see that dick.
I mean, is it a healthy hog? Has he got a boss?
I haven't seen it myself, but
I feel like
I brought this up on the show before. Like the film festival version of it, apparently, like you get all the dick, but like the theatrical version or the Netflix version of it, they cut out some of the dick, and people were genuinely upset.
Yeah, I'd be upset.
So it must be pretty good.
Dude, I tried to find the night flyer. I tried to find that for streaming. Impossible. You cannot get the night flyer.
Really?
Yeah, it's really pissing me off. I wanted to watch it. It was on YouTube for free, but it was in like a corner box. You know how they fuck you over.
Yeah.
I tried watching this Pop Star Never Stop Never Stopping. I couldn't get 5 minutes into this piece of shit. Don't ever watch it. It's bad. Star Trek, the Godfather collection, of course.
Oh, wow. The way they're advertising it, though. Star Trek Trilogy, the Kelvin timeline.
What's that?
Wow. That's well, J.J. Abrams didn't do all of them, but basically the Chris Pine Captain Kirk movies take place in a separate timeline from the other Star Trek stuff. So, like, to see it actually marketed like that, it's like, wow.
I tried watching... What is it with the third Hobbit movie and the third Star Trek movie? I tried watching it, can't get through it, couldn't tell you a single thing about them. Like,
I actually didn't mind the third Star Trek.
I couldn't...
I think it was it Justin Lin, I think, directed it? It was stupid fun.
Those first two Star Trek movies are great. The second one especially. I really like...
I would argue that the second one's the bad one.
Really?
Of all three of them, yeah.
I liked Benedict's con. I thought it was fun. He felt more like what's his name in Superman?
Zod?
Michael. Yeah, it felt more like Zod.
Terrence Stamp?
No, Michael Shannon's Zod.
Oh, okay. Well, Terrence Stamp is my Zod.
I'm just saying. What is this Berserk? It looks pretty
Berserk. Cool. Okay, Kyle, strap yourself in. So Berserk is a manga that is still running. It has some of the most gorgeous pen and ink illustrations in a comic you'll see. So it's Japanese manga, but it takes place in like a fictional fantasy universe. The aesthetics of it are largely modeled after medieval Europe.
Ooh.
So a lot of intricate armors and European style clothing and dress and food and stuff. But Berserk is amazing.
Is it?
They've adapted it to animation a few times. Once in the late 90s, again in the late 2010s, which is what this is, a Blu-ray release of. And then they made 3 movies that I actually suggested you watch, and I own them. I was gonna let you borrow them at some point when we were working together, because it's 3 movies that summarize the entire first television arc.
Well,
but the beautiful part of it is that it's a medieval war story about like a bandit, like a group of rogues who are trying to, become landowners and become nobles essentially. But every now and again they start sprinkling in supernatural shit, and then at a certain like pivotal moment in the story, the supernatural stuff takes center stage, and it becomes a whole nother can of worms.
Well, I think we're going to have to do a catching up on genres where we're basically one of us is going to take over the entire month, because you have a lot of anime that you need me to watch, and I have some horror movies that I need you to try to stomach. So I have a feeling we're gonna have to do that at some point.
Yeah, I remember you saying you wanted to do anime at some point, so maybe we can do a month of that.
Hey, look, triple threat, sex and violence triple threat. It looks like
Different kind of triple threat, Kyle. God,
sorry,
don't shit on my movie.
Jump a little bit ahead here. The 27 Club. What is this creature?
I don't know. It looks kind of zombie-esque, but to be honest, the makeup's not looking so hot.
I'm gonna write it down. I might look into this.
I do like that it reminds me of like 90s horror movie covers, though.
You still haven't watched The Void. You didn't get to watch The Void while you had your Netflix.
I did not.
Ah, man.
Yeah, we have a couple of Evil Bong movies, 666 and 777, from 2017 and 2018, respectively. Kill Order, I'm sure, is a terrible movie, but one of the websites I frequent did a segment on it. It made it sound kind of cool.
The Scorpion King 5 movie collection.
Oh, I think I was right, because I think like one of our previous episodes, I was pondering on how many of them they have now, and I guess we're up to 5. Damn,
that's a lot.
That's a lot of Scorpion Kings. Bitch Fight, Teen Girl Fight Club video. Girl Fight Club. Wow, man.
I don't know if we're allowed to watch that.
Apparently, June is the month of ladies punching each other and then kissing or something.
Something like that. Not much else going on here.
Yeah, let's move on to the 18th. The first major release that jumps out is Us from 2019.
I still haven't seen Get Out. I haven't seen Get Out, and this apparently is even better. I'm scared because I know that these movies are supposed to be really good and they're like horror/thriller, but I'm like, when I'm in the mood for a horror movie, I know specifically what kind of horror movie I'm in the mood for. Am I in the mood for atmospheric? Am I in for jump scares? Or am I in for some gore? Am I into just like some crazy fucked up weird shit? This doesn't fit any of those categories because Jordan Peele has done something completely different. And I'm like, I need to get off my duff and watch them. And I really want to. It's just I don't know what mood I'm supposed to be in to watch these movies.
Well, this one's coming out next week, so maybe you should just watch it because there's no rule out there that says you need to watch Get Out first.
I know.
They aren't related as far as I know.
This one definitely jumped out at me faster.
Also, this one seems like I've actually done a really good job of avoiding reading or hearing anything about it. So I know nothing about this movie, but I know I'm just gonna watch it. I'm
also
blindly.
very, very attracted to the this woman.
Lupita?
Yeah,
Lupita Nyong'o.
And I can tell from the cinema, like it's from some of the shots from the movie that she's supposed to be. I don't want to spoil anything. I kind of know what the movie's about.
Oh.
I don't know what it hasn't been spoiled for me, but like I've read up on what it's supposed to be kind of about, and it sounds kind of like, is it gonna ruin her for me? 'Cause she's so pretty. I don't want her to be creepy.
See, I know nothing about it, so I think I'm in the right headspace to see it. Just like I'll let it do what it does and see if I like it. Thirst. This is a Korean movie from 2009. It's Park Chan-wook. He is one of the more well-known Korean directors in the West, anyway. He did the Vengeance trilogy of films. He's a big deal, and some of the actors in this are big deals too. I remember seeing the marketing for this when it first came out. I actually haven't seen it, but if it was on, I would certainly watch it because the components are there. And it's apparently a vampire story from Korea, so that's definitely going to be unique.
Yeah.
Mississippi Burning. That's a re-release, obviously. I saw that in school because I had to.
This is the one where Brad Dourif got I think he was either nominated or won an Oscar for his performance.
I think you're right.
So it should be worth watching. And I've been trying to watch some more Defoe. I didn't know if I told you I watched The Shadow of the Vampire.
Yeah.
The Willem Dafoe and John Malkovich one where he's supposed to be like an actual vampire. It's interesting. It's kind of fun.
It looked fun.
Yeah. I recommend it. You should check it out. The Silent Partner, which I've heard is a really good Elliot Gould movie. I haven't watched it, but I've heard good things.
My dad likes him.
He's affable.
I think because MASH. Monolith monsters, that's like literally just like stones coming out of the ground. That's your monster.
Yeah, that doesn't look good.
Yeah, in terms of 50s B movies, that is not one that ever like landed on my radar as like a must watch. Under the Silver Lake, this is a movie that the guys from Wisconsin, Red Letter Media guys, they actually devoted an entire episode to this.
Really?
Yeah, I was really shocked because it's like apparently just this quirky indie film that they felt the need to devote an entire like fully edited episode just to telling everyone how awesome they thought it was. So they were very impressed with it, but apparently I don't know if it did very well out at the box office.
Oh, apparently Beach Bum, Matthew McConaughey is really good in the Beach Bum. I haven't heard anything else except that it's not bad.
It's a Harmony Korine movie though.
Ugh.
And I know how you feel about him.
I cannot stand his movies.
Yeah, well, maybe the Beach Bum's not for you.
It's not for me. It's not for me.
But yeah, I actually have heard that Matthew McConaughey's quite good in it.
Two movies I will never justify: Heat and Spring Breakers. The two worst critically acclaimed movies that, yeah.
I'll forever fight you about Heat.
A
Spring
lot of
Breakers
people will.
I can't. Yeah, Spring Breakers I can't speak for though. Another Criterion release. It's French, so I'm not gonna try to say that correctly. It's Le Humanité. From 1999.
Yeah,
Let's
right.
see what the description is. A profoundly alienated police detective investigating the murder of a young girl experiences jolting, epiphanous moments of emotional and physical connection.
Yeah, I
Sure.
don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Hotel Mumbai? Is that Dev? Yeah, it's Dev Patel. And Armie Hammer, the man who almost was Batman. And Jason Isaacs. Hotel Mumbai tells the astonishing true story of the victims and survivors of the devastating attacks on Mumbai in 2008. It's really sad that I'm not entirely sure what they're talking about. But I just do podcasts on the internet, so what would I know? The Running Man from 1963, that's not Arnold. And another Criterion next to it, and of course it's another foreign film, La Vie de Jesus, the life of Jesus, from 1997. A lot of interesting Criterion movies, not like ones that jump out at you.
No.
What else we got here?
Not much else popping out to me.
Yeah, a lot of re-releases. I'm just gonna skip to the next week.
I was gonna say there's a lot of sex stuff.
There's a lot of stuff, yeah. So June 25th, Lost Highway. I believe this is a David Lynch film. Yes, it is, from 1997. I actually haven't seen it, but David Lynch is one of those people that I know I need to explore more of their filmography. War and Peace, 1966, Criterion release. I sent you the trailer for that.
Yeah, I think I might buy it.
It looked right up your alley.
This one I might buy.
Night of the Creeps, 1986. I've told you about this numerous times. I love this movie.
I started to watch it. I got about 15 minutes into it, and I was like, I'm not in the mood for this right now.
Yeah, it's certainly a different flavor of. It's not a horror movie. It's just gory, but I really enjoy it. I saw it, I think, at exactly the right age when I was like 14 or 15 or something.
If it's gory, I might push past and check it out. What's this?
Here's one that you know, Hedwick and the Angry Itch.
No, I don't know this one. I was actually going to ask.
Don't?
No.
I think. Oh, somebody else told me about it then. I'll just read the description because this is a Criterion release. It says, after a botched sex change operation, East German glam rocker Hansel becomes Hedwig and travels across the United States with a stage show following her ex-boyfriend and former bandmate and telling her life story. I forget who told me about this, but it was apparently a big deal to one of my friends.
Interesting.
And it's getting a Criterion release, so it's apparently a big deal to lots of people.
The War and Peace, that looks like a... I'm really looking forward to getting that one.
That looks like good filmmaking.
Yeah.
Just straight up.
Green Inferno, it's not great. Night Killer... Dumbo's already out?
I guess so. Next week.
Is that
Dumbo?
Klaus Kinski? Double Face?
Double face? Yeah, I mean, that certainly looks like him.
It looks like Klaus Kinski.
Yes, it is.
He's hard to miss.
Yeah. And it's not directed by Lucio Fulci, but he's a writer listed on it. That might be one for you to check out.
Maybe.
That cover for Night Killer does need to be singled out. I'm sorry. That is pretty fucking savage.
Yeah.
1990.
Some old stuff here.
Robo War is a movie that I know. It's a Bruno Mattei movie, starring Reb Brown. If you like watching like good bad movies, follow the works of Reb Brown. You will not be disappointed. There's a fella on the internet that I started following like in my college years. He went by Spoonie. Unfortunately, Spoonie kind of seems to have disappeared from the internet. Miss you, Spoonie, if you're out there. But he was the guy who kind of turned me on to the works of Reb Brown, because he would do like movie reviews for a lot of his garbage movies. The Spanish Prisoner, I feel like we've seen this multiple times. Like, this has been re-released multiple times in the past 6 months.
Nobody wants it.
Yeah, nobody wants it, apparently, but they keep putting it out there anyway. And I'm sorry, I was looking at the cover for The Dark Side of the Moon from 1990, and I thought that was Hasselhoff.
I can see that. I thought it was Dolph.
No, it's neither of them. It's just some
a dude.
guy. Yeah, it's just a dude. Heroes Shed No Tears. That is that is a John Woo movie.
Yeah.
I recognize the guy on the cover, but not as an actor. I think he did a scene with Jackie Chan in something, but I feel like I'm disrespecting him because I'm sure he's a big deal in China, but I just don't recognize him. Fatso? What? From 1980? Shout Select, 1980. I need to read the description for this. Dominic Di Napoli has always been a big kid who loved eating. It was his favorite thing. Then his cousin dies from health complications due to a lack of exercise and improper diet. Antoinette, Dominic's sister, makes him promise to see a diet doctor and lose some weight. This is very hard for Dominic, but he tries. He also finds motivation when he meets Lydia, and he discovers a love that is more intense than his love of food. He spends so much time kissing and walking around with Lydia that he no longer eats as many unhealthy things, and he loses weight without even trying. Dom DeLuise. I'm like, I'll watch it. I mean, it's Dom DeLuise. Can't go wrong. Fury is a movie that some of the websites that I frequent have been talking up quite a bit. This actress, Veronica, apologize if I'm mispronouncing, but it's Ngo. She's Vietnamese. She's like a model / dancer / actress / martial artist. Funny enough, when I had my Netflix, I watched that Bright movie, and she had a bit role in it. Like, I don't know if she even had lines, but she was just like one of the henchmen in it or something. I was like, what? What's she doing here? And then she died. Anything else jumping out at you here, Kyle?
The Poison Rose, 2019. Morgan Freeman and John Travolta.
Shit.
That's bad. That's bad.
I'm in, though.
That's two well-known actors. You haven't heard a single thing about this movie, and it's probably really, really bad.
No, I'm sure it's awful, but I'm in. Just beside that, we have Royal Space Force, and it's also called The Wings of Hanemais. That's an anime, like a film that I might make you watch at some point, because it's about traveling into space. So it's it's kind of no frills. It's like it's not super fanciful or anything. It's like literally just about like a space program in a fantasy environment. And it has that kind of like space camp feel to it. It's interesting. Okay. And it's very well animated. Megalo Box is an anime that... It's funny, because I actually don't watch that much. Anime is kind of something I've put behind me, but every once in a while I jump back into it. And Megalo Box is something that I very much want to see, because it's a remake of Ashita no Joe, which is a classic anime from the 60s about boxing. And this one is boxing, but with Elysium-esque, like, power armor. And it's like, I'm in. Sure. I like boxing. I like robots. Why not? And then there's a bunch of other anime, and unless you see anything else, I think that might be it for the month of June.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. Nothing that's popping out.
Alright, well, sounds like War and Peace you might blind buy.
Yeah.
I'll probably end up picking up Captain Marvel just for completionist purposes. Megalo Box, like I said, I'm actually very curious to see that. I'll probably end up picking up that as well. Us, I'll rent. I'm not going to blind buy that.
No.
I don't own that many horror movies. It's not a genre that I find myself in the right mood to put on repeatedly, but I do enjoy them. And then if you can find V or VIY, you think you'll get that too?
Yeah, I'll get that. I'll never get it.
Yeah, for real. So yeah, it sounds like we're both going to be picking up at least one thing this month.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us as we caught up on Blu-ray for the month of June. Tune in next time.
Yeah.